Hey, okay, so we are back for more Nikki, and today it should be, based on all these dots up here, the new 4 stars. And I assume a little bit of extra event stuff, although I'm going to guess it's not much because there's only 10 or 11 days left in the event. I'm just here at the Titan's Graveyard. This is where we kind of ended last episode. This was the big quest we did. So, I'm going to check the shop first because I think the shop is probably just my weekly reset. So I don't want to get excited for it and then find out it's not new things. But we will check just in case. It looks like it is just my weekly reset. Okay. Like I said, I'm glad I checked that first, rather than check it later and be sad there's not new stuff in here. Because I believe this is the same stuff? Yes. And this isn't something I can buy. Same with this. I looked at the same thing twice, but we still count it. What do I want to look at first? Outfits probably, then event. So let's do it. I'm assuming it's just 2 4 stars. Now, I want to say beforehand, initially I wasn't sure if it was going to be 2 more, like, repeat outfits or not, but I think I saw, like, a YouTube thumbnail, or it was a Reddit post or something, that was talking about a new 4 star. So I assume we're getting new ones. I don't know if it's 1 or 2, though. But because of that, I assume. And I think it was like a purple thing on the thumbnail, but I don't know if it was a picture of the outfit or not. Because that was like 2 or 3 days ago, so I don't know if that was leaks or real info. Ooh. Oh! This is old. This is, was this 1.1? I think this was 1.1. I don't know if that's also the one this was on. But, yeah. Maybe it was actually later, because... What? No, this wasn't... Was every outfit early on floating? I feel like it was. I feel like there was like 4 floating 5 stars in the first like 3 patches of the game, or something ridiculous. It was a very early outfit. I do like it. I don't plan on pulling on it, though, and we looked at it back when it first came out. And I assume this was around that time. I know it's a really early outfit, at least. This is the one from before, so yes, it is 2 new 4 stars. Oh! A Raven design. Alone by the Branch. Solitary Silhouette. A Whimsicality. This thing in the background with the gears makes me think of, like, a vault door. So I assume this is, like, a thief? I think it's probably... This is a little rough. Because if it's Raven-themed, is it going to summon a Raven? Is it going to make her float in the air? I think it's going to be... Is it possible to have a Whimsicality that does something stealthy? Like, make you harder to detect by enemies? That's gonna be my guess. I'm gonna say it makes you not invisible to enemies, but harder to detect unless you're right on top of them. After using Knight's Grace Whimsicality ability, Nikki becomes invisible for a limited time. While invisible, Nikki would not be detected by Esslings or Behemoths. Hidden in the night, the Nameless One waits for the moments to emerge. It's fully invisible! I thought it would just, like, lower detection range. I wonder how long it lasts. What was the other outfit? I know, I had trouble... Oh, it shows here. The next time it plays, I'll actually look at this on my timer. Hang on. Started at... like, 4 minutes, 10 seconds into the episode. And we're gonna... I think this ends right as it hits here. A little shy. So it was about 10 seconds to get there, so maybe 40 total. So 40 to 45 seconds is probably how long it lasts. Honestly, really long time. But yeah, it's hard to tell how long things will last, and I struggled with that a lot when we got the Cloud Revelry outfit, which is what I believe it's called, the one that stops the rain. And this right here is so nice. An actual timer on the things means I might never have that problem again where I had to, like, look up a YouTube video in the middle of the episode to try to find another girl that pulled on the outfit so I could tell how long it lasted. Very, very nice change. I still wish they would just say, like, 40 seconds on here, but at least I was able to time it myself, which was very, very nice of them. I'm very grateful. So, let's look at details first to see how the outfits split, and then we'll go look at all the different pieces. So, obviously the hair, we have the boots, earrings, big neck piece, arms have the wings on them, we have to remember that. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So this is outerwear, because that's Nikki's base shirt underneath. Is there no shirt in this? And no pants? That is Nikki base... No, it's not Nikki's base shirt underneath. You can see in the preview here, it's this white across. Okay, that piece is really good. Obviously, silly mask. Kind of Wings-esque cape. We're gonna have to see how low it gets. So, let's look at it. I am initially very impressed with this. Honestly, I think this image being turned away doesn't do justice to the best part of this outfit, which I think might be this dress. It looks really nice from the front. These are pretty long, which I always mention I don't like stuff that runs on the ground. Good length for the skirt to, like, long boots. This type of boot is hard to use on a lot of outfits, because a lot of the skirts in the game end, I think, like here to here, I'd say. I think that's more of the general range. So you're not going to get the detailing at the top of these, and it's going to look like it's just this weird... what material would this be? Are these leather? I actually don't know. But it would go up to here with no design, basically. And it would feel kind of weird underneath. This necklace thing, I'm not a big fan of. In general, I'm not a big fan of the super big necklaces that hang down low. This outfit, it's not that bad because there's a lot of open white space here. But I'd probably still remove it if I were to wear it. Now, the hand things are interesting. Because it's a big, like, bird on her right hand. And also something strange is that it actually clips into the sleeve on the dress it's supposed to go for. Now, something that I've made a personal thing in my previous couple outfits is I'm trying to allow clipping more. I used to avoid it like the plague, and I've decided that I should stop doing that because it limits me too much. Doing cute things is good, even if it clips a little bit. And they kind of agree, because they let this clip just to have a new piece that I guess they probably designed and they thought was really cool, and then realized it didn't quite fit the arm pieces, but the arm pieces are cool, so they don't want to change them. So they just said, we'll accept it. We'll accept this tiny bit of clipping. And I respect that. Interesting back. It's so flowy looking, this white thing. It's hard to tell because the necklace is in the way, but I did get that impression even just from this. It's like kind of wrinkled a lot in here, so it looks like it's really loosely on her chest. It's not tight like the rest of the material of this. Oh, and it's got the open back so you can have really long hair back instead of just the hair that comes with it, which is the front one. Hair is pretty good. I've mentioned before I prefer hair that goes back, but I really don't like hair that does both because I think it's hard to use in a lot of outfits because you normally want to highlight the front or the back. So I'll still take it. This is very nice. Super, super long, too. Good color as well. I really like this type of blue. Open shoulders are cute. I don't think this here is covering anything on the shoulders. I think all this stuff on the edge here, except maybe these things that hang down. Maybe the things that hang down are part of the cape. But I think the shoulders are covered fully normally by just the straps of the jacket here. Overall, very good impression of this outfit. I was very, very surprised by this. So if I were to pull this, which it's not out of the question, I'm not super sold on it. Maybe they could sell me if the deep echoes are really good, but it's... I have like a tickle in my mind that I'd like to have some of these pieces. In particular, The dress itself is the main one. The handpiece would be cool to have. The boots would probably be useful. I might never use them, but I might be able to. And the hair would be okay to have. The mask, the wings, I'm not super sold on. But what are the other colors going to be like for this? If you're like a stealthy bird, raven thing, what would another color be? Other than just like black. I guess maybe you could have a purple. Because this might be considered a dark green. I don't actually know if this is considered fully black, because the wings themselves look a little greenish to me. It might be like a very, very light tint. So I'm gonna guess there's a purple. And a pink. I think there's gonna be a pink that's here and a purple here. Pink? I was right with the pink. Interesting. Okay, this definitely looks super green now that I'm flipping back and forth. This looks kind of red, and it looks way darker than this. So it's a green base. I kind of like it, though. It's pretty good. And it's the glow up, which means you only have to get one copy to get it. Hair, honestly, I prefer the blue. Still not a big fan of the back things, just because they're too long for me. This does change, but it's not super important. Wow, flipping back and forth, this looks very, very green to me. And it looked black before. That's crazy. I don't know if this symbol up here means anything, by the way. I saw it earlier, I didn't say anything. But maybe it's like a group or something that's symbolic that I just don't know. Typically, when I see designs like that, I assume maybe the design exists somewhere else in the game, but I don't have strong evidence to that. I didn't notice this little pouch before either, which is very fun. The classic, like, 7 belts, because you need 1,000,000 belts. I might like it more. And the necklace is pretty much, it's like a jumbled mess to me because it's so tiny. If I could zoom in more, I would be able to talk about the colors for it, but I won't be able to really say any differences with the necklace. I think maybe all pieces except hair I like better in the glow up. Again, it's good that these two are the, if you get one, this is the freebie. So that's a good thing. Now let's see if this is a purple. Ooh, super, super bright. So it's the night and day aesthetic is what they went for. It is interesting. It doesn't really fit the theme of the, like, the nameless one walks through the night. That's crazy. Like the night stalking raven, but it's fine that it doesn't, because you're going for the inverse of the theme. So by kind of vague, weird mental gymnastics, you can say that it fits the theme because of that. And I'm okay with doing those gymnastics mentally. How do I feel about it, though? Initial impressions, I really like the white boots. I think the boots are really good. Are they the best? I don't know. I really like these. They might be the most useful boots, is maybe what I'll say. I think I could use these more than the others. The dress itself, honestly, I think I'd like the yellow one better without the hood. I think the body of the yellow is really nice, but I think the hood being yellow feels off. And that might be a hair thing. Maybe other types of hair colors and styles could make it work. I think the one they have on it isn't really doing it for me. And I think I'd want the face to be darker to stand out, which maybe means I'd want darker hair too, but I'd have to mess with it. But yeah, that's my initial impression, is that I would prefer this without the hood. Wings, probably better than these. Maybe even better than those. I do like the back piece a lot. So maybe I'll say boots, back piece are my favorite from this. The dress itself is my favorite from this. And this hair is my favorite. These are close in hair. This one's a little lighter than this one. But yeah, that's my favorite hair. Mask-wise, it's probably also my favorite mask, but I'm not too invested in the mask. Let us look at the Deep Echoes real quick. Pretty simple ribbon. Pretty simple shoes. That's a pretty nice shirt. She donned a neat short-sleeve outfit and crouch leapt and sprinted through the forest, sweat soaking her back, marking a transparent medal of youth. Marking a transparent medal of youth. I don't even know what that really means. Maybe it's an expression I don't know or something. But what is it on there? Is it wolfroot? And I think it's like wolfroot, something with a flag in the back, like wolfroot with a flag on it? I don't know. I'm a big fan of that, though. Which, the first two things I don't really care too much about. This is actually, like, kind of nice. It would be nice to have. I might be able to use them for something, because they're pretty plain. That's really nice, though. I'm pretty tempted on this. I'm not in a good situation, crystal-wise. I only have, like, once you convert this, maybe 360, 370, something like that. I don't actually remember what the conversion is. But it's possible I'll go for it. But we have another outfit to look at. And don't pay attention to my 123 resonance crystals. Very funny number. I'll use them eventually. Ooh. Why is there a three-legged spider thing? What animal would that be if it only has... I said three. You know what I mean, though. 3 per side. 6-legged. Dancing Pearl. That's an interesting creature to see next to this. Immediately loving the hair and bangs. Very... not exactly metallic, but maybe. It's hard to tell what this is here with the balls on it. This here, being gray, makes it feel metallic. And this... I don't know. I think it's just the color makes it look like that. I don't think it's actually going to be metal once we look at it. But it's giving me the vibes of the chest piece from the birthday outfit. This is making me think of my Timeless Melody. Like a dress and then lined cage that goes further down. So we have a ballet. White Kissed Dreams. I love the eyes on this, by the way. Obviously not a part of the set, though. Let's look at Deep Echoes first. Let's mix it up. I feel like I have something similar to this that's a hanging one, not a circle one. Another tattoo. They finally, is it called body art? Is that the one? They finally added the body art section last patch, so I could add something to that. Oh my goodness, that's so silly. What? It's just a giant flower. What a ridiculous bag. In a fun way. Length is not bad. I normally always say that they're too high or too low. This one... it's in an okay spot. It's like very, very slightly lower than I probably want it, but not by much. It's like pretty much where I'd want it. That's very nice, actually. I don't know if I'd ever use this for literally anything. Same with this and this. But they're fun. I'm scared. I liked this outfit, and it's still like... I still have that little tinge or twinge, whatever you would say, to want to pull for it. And this immediately is giving me good vibes. The whimsicality. So we have... what patch was it? Was it music season? We got the 5-star that was the big... I want to say, like, it's the Bop It square. It's, what is it, like... Keep talking, no one explodes, Simon says, or whatever it is. Where you got the 4 little pads. There was a 5-star that was like that, and it was a dancing one. You picked, like, preset dances based on instruments. That's what this is kind of gonna make me feel like. I think you're gonna get this, and it's going to... actually have... Nope, that's the wrong button. I wanted to open my camera.
The earthiness of the...
Sorry, the earthiness of the soil can wait. I want to show this. It's making me think it'll be something like this, where... I have a lot that are kind of similar to this. Where's the one that spins me the most? I guess the way to do it is just put the thing down.
The sweetness of the spore drops. The wind here carries so many different scents.
Is it because Nikki's talking I can't select this? It is. I didn't know her text overrode that. That's interesting. Where is my thing? I actually want that back on there. This is healing. This is normal. I don't need health things. I'm invincible. I'll never regret saying that.
What a lovely sunny day. Let's check out what the shroomlings are doing.
Every time I do that. I did find out how to close that menu the other day. My assumption for what the 4-star does is it's just going to do this, but without the big orb thing. So it's going to set you up, and then you're going to kind of spin as if you're doing a ballet spin. So, it probably will be more animated than this, because this obviously is a fully stopped Nikki. So I think she's going to probably, like, I don't know, she might pirouette or something. And then that'll be the way she does it. We'll see. But I'm just going to exit out of that because I don't know how it'll interact with this stuff. Let's take a look at it, though. After using Tethered Dance Whimsicality ability, silken threads extend from Nikki's fingertips, lifting her into a graceful dance through the air as butterflies flutter alongside her. Interesting. Would it be... I'm going to compare it to something else I have here. Can I do this one? I clicked the wrong button again. Ignore that. Will it be similar to this stuff, then? Nope. Something like this, where you're, like, up in the air, floating around, dancing. I have one of these that's a little more obvious to what I'm talking about, but it's one of the items, so I don't want to put it on right now. There, look, I'm flying. This is what I'm talking about, just flying away. I think it's going to be like that. Obviously, though, I didn't mean to open that, but it's okay because that menu is the same. So I didn't see anything. It's interesting. I don't know how much movement it's going to be and how long the animation's going to be. It's rough that it's only a picture. I mentioned before in the previous update that for 4-stars, they always just put pictures, and they never put videos, but they actually put a video on this one, which I'm very glad about, because I think a couple patches ago, it would have just been a picture of this right here, and they would have been like, that's good, that's all they need to know. But they actually showed a video. They're improving. I'm proud of them. This, though, is a problem. Let's see if there's anything that's, like, weirdly cut. That hair's so cute. Ooh, little baby butterflies in the back, because she has butterflies around her in the whimsicality. Pretty normal hair thing, pretty normal earrings. Different for the sides, though. It's the spider webs. And the 6-legged, or if I'm in charge, 3-legged spider. Interesting that that's the design, is it's a spider and webs. That looks crazy in the preview here, because there's a bow in the back that's kind of web-like. And then the whole dress. So this is really, dress-focused, is how I'll describe this. Which is a problem for pulling and trying to make new outfits off of it. So, outfits like this, the dress is almost useless outside of its own outfit. The accessories you could use here and there, but it's so hard to use the dresses for it. Very, very puffy. Look how far the back goes. It extends so far. Like, insanely far, actually. Pretty low cut in the center, too. Nice back. There's this little, like, spider webby wings on the back of the neck, which is interesting. It's hard to tell because there is stuff that hangs down from the neck piece, and there's stuff that goes up from the chest piece. So it's hard to tell what's what, but it does look very spidery again. It is cool. This is pretty high. And it's hard to tell with the lighting. That's more obvious. It does fade into more solid material here, but it's still a pretty high skirt that's really puffy out, which means when you run around, it's gonna be like jumping a lot, probably. So you probably... I don't know how puffy the safety shorts are underneath. I might wear full leggings under this because of that, honestly. I do like the leggings for this. It looks like they're maybe like super fine. And then end here with a little piece on the front. But yeah, I'd probably put full leggings on underneath. These, it's actually off to the side butterflies, not on the back, which is interesting. Because a lot of the designs are back here for things that come off of shoes. So that's a good balance of that, actually. The shoes themselves, very, very high, thin crystal heel. I'm normally not a fan of heels that are very different colors and designs from the shoe themselves. Because I had this, I think it was one of the, was it the current new banner shoes? No. Because her feet, like, aren't real. Maybe it was last banner I had this problem. I felt like there were some shoes where the heel was way, way, way too noticeable. It drew attention away from the shoe and to the heel, and the heel wasn't interesting. At least it being crystal is a little more interesting. But I don't know how I feel about that. We do have... It's really, really hard to see, but like right here, there's like two tails that come off of this. Oh, there's the little spider thing again. This is a really strange outfit, design-wise. Let's read this and see if it helps me understand. She once fell from the stars' adoration into a sharp, piercing ridicule, yet stubbornly clung to that pure white dress. From that moment, Elderwood Forest gained an exquisite moon, quietly shielding all the lonely souls who were like her. I compared the shoes of the 5-star to Columbina, and now they've got the moon symbolism stuff for this outfit. I do really like the hair. I think the bangs are adorable. Even the back, the parting is so nice. Little bit of fray up towards the top. I don't know how it would look without this particular hairband. Because it looks like maybe there's some puffy stuff right at the start. Like maybe it's braided into a circle around and then goes down. I'm not sure. I really like the hair. It, like I said, I think mainly the color is what's making me feel like this is really tough material. I think it's actually not super, super hard. It's pretty shiny. But I think it's just like a gloss. It's not metallic. I don't know. The big pieces that jump out at me are the hair, and in particular the chest piece of the dress, but not really the bottom. I'm not really super invested in this. What would the colors for this be, though? Is there a color I associate with spiders? I don't know. Just like dark browns, blacks, maybe? Something I associate with butterflies, maybe? If I consider this to be a white, would I consider this a white or a pink? Probably a pink. If it's a pink, maybe we'll have a blue and a black, or a purple and a black. I'm gonna say this is a purple. Okay. I'm on point with my guesses so far. Or at least I'll pretend I am. How do I feel about this? The hair is interesting. I think it might be easier to use, but I've mentioned this before. There's certain hair colors that I think are associated better with certain hairstyles. And you can make it work even if it's not a perfect matchup because the aesthetic of the dress can change to fit it. But I associate this type of hairstyle with very childishness. And that type of... That was a weirdly worded sentence. I associate it with childishness. childishness as well I associate with very light-colored hair. And that doesn't make sense, obviously, because kids are born with dark hair. So you can't read too much into it. It's just a, like, mental association I have. But when I see this, I think it's more adult. So these darker colors, I see Nikki as more mature in this dress than I do in this. In this, I feel like Nikki's very childish. And in this one, she's more mature. So this, I would associate maybe with... maybe like a mid-aged teenager doing like ballet or something. And this I would associate with an adult woman doing ballet. So the darker color changes the association for that. I do like the back piece way more darker though. This, it's hard to see it. This, it looks really cool. All like the web coming out and the spider is a little more noticeable because it's so light compared to the puff it's sitting on being dark. I do really like that. I didn't even notice the butterflies on the thing here. This body, very, very good. The hair, it's interesting. I'd probably be able to use it. Ooh, I love that, actually. That's really good. It is there on the light hair, you just can't tell. That's such a good back to that. It's probably not part of the hair, right? Is it part of this? Hang on, we have to look. It might be part of the hair. What else would it be a part of? Because it's not shown on the image there. It's not here, because I think it would show a thing poking up. It might be part of the dress? I don't know. I wish there was a way to be a little more concrete in knowing that, but that's a really, really cool effect on the back of the head. That if it is mixed with the hair, I think it's really cool, but it might cause problems for casual outfits, because that's a little not casual. It's a little fancy, so you'd probably have to have some fancy stuff going on, or you could cover the back, which would be a shame because it's a really nice parting. Huh. Shoes, little wrist things, don't feel too strongly about them. That's probably going to be true for all colors, because they're kind of like small accessories just to create some balance, so it's not too light being just whole skin tone the whole way up and down. Overall, I really like the back of that in this color. I still think this is my favorite for hair, and then this is my favorite for dress, but let's see what they do here. Ooh, like a darker pink. Maybe they do consider this white then. It's like got like a little bit of pink shading, I think, but maybe I'm imagining it because I want it to be pink. This is interesting. Pretty good back again. It doesn't run into the problem the first one does. We have like a gradient down that kind of gets dark again a little bit because this is so thin of a material, it bunches up and becomes dark. It's not that it's dark by itself. I don't know. I do like the hair. You can still see a little bit of that detailing. I probably do like that more than the original hair. Would I like it more if it was pink the whole way down, or do I like that it fades? That's a hard question. I might like it more if it was this pink the whole way down. I do like it. It's my favorite hair out of all three, but I'd probably like it to be a solid. I know it's more interesting to have the hair that has the gradient to it. I think I'm gonna say, though, even though I think this is an interesting design, and that spider is really, really cool there, too, I think this is my favorite for the dress. This is very, very close behind it. They're not far off. I really like those two. This one's okay, I think. It just doesn't inspire me to see it much. I think it's a little too one-dimensional. Hair? This is my favorite, second favorite, third favorite, but still okay. Like, I'd use it if I had it. Especially because the back would be interesting. This is definitely the most interesting back, because you can see it so clearly in there. So, I am in a weird spot here. I'm not wholly against the idea of spending a little bit right now. But if I pulled on this, it would be heavy fishing for the hair. And would I want to risk the 1 in 8 over and over? And potentially have to spend, like, 35 just for the hair? Because I don't know if I'd use any other piece than the hair. Except maybe, like, the occasional random outfit would use the shoe, because I have a butterfly motif on another piece or something. I already have some fluffy cuffs. So, while those might be usable in some weird circumstances, they're not immediately jumping out as impressive. Neck piece, again, it might be like a niche scenario where it actually is useful. But it would be for, like, base hair I'd have to pull. I think I'm gonna stop myself from this one. I'm sorry, I'm recording. I would otherwise, Emma. Now I have to go through this one. We looked at the deep echoes already, right? Yeah. I like these. These are cool. They don't jump out at me as much as this does, though. I love this top so much. So, if I pull on this, I'd be getting this, which is so nice. If I only pull 25 times, and I get all the pieces I want, which would be the boots, the dress, and the hair. Well, I guess it's boots, dress, hand. If I pulled and got boots, dress, hand right away, am I willing to go up to 25 to get this? Yes. If I go up to 25 to get this, am I willing to go up to 35 to get the ability? Probably not. The problem is, it's a whimsicality, and whimsicalities are still in the really, really, really bad situation in the game, where you just can't use them. They're useless. Whimsicalities are effectively non-existent, because you can have one whimsicality equipped across all 3 of your ability menus, and then it overrides the others. So, whimsicalities are useless. I still do pull on them. I think I've pulled more whimsicalities than anything else. So, I have the permission to say this about whimsicalities because of the amount of money I've spent on them. But I can definitely see scenarios where I would use it. It's just annoying that I'd have to pull it out and set it up each time. It would be fun to have. It would be fun to make an outfit for, too. I really like the piece here. I think I might go for it. I think we do. I'm clicking it. You can't stop me. It's too late. I've already recorded the episode. And again, there's every thing here will... It's every 5, I think you're guaranteed a 4-star. So we're going to get 2 per pull, but we're going to see how early we can get it. Last time, I think it was 31. Last time we pulled a 4-star, which was about a month ago. I did it last update. I'm pulling a 4-star every update, which is not good for my gem economy. I'm going to guess 32 this time. I think we're still going to be lucky, but I think it's going to be not as lucky as last time. Last time was crazy luck. So 1, 2... Okay, we're starting off strong. We got 1 in 3. So we can actually see the necklace up close now. So, like, Raven here... Oh my goodness. There's actually, like, 10 things all attached here. So is the idea that she stole all these and to carry them away, she just put them around her neck? Watching daybreak and nightfall churn, she chewed on centuries of solitude alone. Now, leaves sprout pale green from decayed wood and aged branches crashed back into the dust. This endless grand cycle of decay and bloom weighed like the heaviest night upon her wings. Crazy. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't get this one early. Oh, it's the big piece. When the human world fell asleep, the creatures of shadow awakened. The aged behemoth lost its warmth as it licked its wounds. An adventurer's trembling torch startled the roosting birds. She stood at the branch's tip like a helmswoman, ferrying birth and death through lowered eyes. That's crazy. That is a crazy description. We can see the top a little more, how it's wrinkled, like I was saying before, because we couldn't really zoom in on it, and we can get a better look at this neck piece. Interesting. It looks like maybe like double belted, maybe a gem in the center. This is so good. Honestly, base Nikki hair is kind of rocking this right now. I'm liking that, actually. I think hair out the back or short hair might be an improvement over the hair in the front, because the front of this is so good. It's insanely good. I do not want to cover it with anything. So maybe even nothing. Necklace and choker wise on this, and just use the base. The big reason why that might not be ideal and why they probably added so much, maybe for the light, I think I'm lightest skin tone Nikki. I think there's 3 skin tones for Nikki. I think there is the one I use, one that's a little darker, and one that's like decently darker. I think that's what it is. It's been a while since I looked at the menu because I never click it because I don't ever change mine. Because this is the closest to my skin color. But maybe with this skin color in particular, this might be a little too close. And maybe it just looks like, not exactly that she's exposing herself, but it just looks boring maybe, because it's like a big triangle of light. That would be my guess. We'll have to see it in action and see it in a couple different light tones to see if that feeling actually sticks through. But I don't really want to mess up how cute the texture of these folds are. And how good just all of this frames. It's so good. I got from the Surprise-O-Matic the leather dress that I'm using for, I think my fireworks outfit right now is what I'm using it for. My fireworks lighting outfit. Very similar vibes to this. But this one I might like even a little more than that. The one concern I have with this, I know I'm on this page forever, but I gotta gush about this top. Or dress, I think it's dress considered. One big concern I have is that these sleeves might cause problems in decorating because they're really wide. Everything else on this dress is really tight and pretty form-fitting. Like, it's got a pretty big body curve here. But these hang pretty far and pretty wide at the ends, so I'd probably put gloves on, but you can't really do much else with the arms. So that's a concern. And that's 1, 2. Oh, I got confused for a second. I forgot we were doing normal pulls here. On to our next ones. So it was 2 last time, so our first one here is our 3rd. I did my math wrong last time we were doing videos for pulling, and I felt really silly afterwards. I messed up my math like 3 times, so we'll see if I can not mess it up this time. But this is number 3. Number 4. Another not early, which is not good. But we got our, like, back wing things. Honestly, even though they're longer than I'd like, it is still possible I'll use them for something. Those wings were like clouds hanging from the heavens, carving gentle arcs through the air. Her patrol through the forest felt like a ritual. When the dust ascended to form jagged peaks, she passed through the sun and rain, through sleeping, tender lives, and through freedom itself. And now 1, 2. Okay, another early one. So we had a 3 and a 2, which means we saved 2 pulls and saved 3 pulls. So we saved 5, so we're down to 35 out of 40 right now. It's a chandelier. That's interesting. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to the earrings. I didn't realize they were chandelier earrings. What a weird design choice, but I like it. When each feather resonates with the heartbeat of all things, loneliness gradually dissolved, she gazes into the... I read that sentence really weird, by the way. She gazed into the woods, pupils brimming with gentle moonlight, and lashes dusted with scattered starlight. She understood the secret language of life's eternal bloom. Hope continues because it is protected. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Another early one. Ooh, interesting. So we couldn't really see well because of how small things were, but there's more of the caginess that we got on the other 4-star on our armbands here. Tons and tons of accessories on here. So similar to the necklace, it gives the vibe of like you just broke into a jewelry store and you threw on all the things you stole instead of putting them in a bag and then you ran away. Gonna be really interesting to see how this like metal wings on the arm feel. How they look as you're moving around and swinging your arm and using different outfits, because it's definitely an interesting piece, and being so heavily asymmetrical of a glove is rare, I feel at least. When the poachers raised their weapons, she shot out like an arrow. In an instant, tiny feathers unfurled from her hands and the wind roared like invisible blades. Before they could reach, it grazed their hearts. That fleeting chill was her warning. Can they stop making her so cool in this outfit? She already looks cool enough. We don't need the flavor text making her this cool. 1. And it ends. Every time it ends, I'm surprised, which is very silly. So, what are we at now? We're missing 3 of them. I'm gonna single pull. This is number 2, and I'll skip every time. So, yeah, that's 2. 3, 4, no early. And this one is it. The boots, okay. Her hem brushed over the stream, leaving no trace of dust. Her wings swept the treetops untouched. Her breath was as light as the forest mist, so delicate even the sensitive winds went unruffled. Only the shadow of judgment confirmed her existence. A myriad of traces, 1,000 silent attestations. Have I ever seen someone use this word before? I don't know. I, like, almost messed it up and slurred my speech because I wasn't ready when it came up. Very nice, though. I do like these. I'll try to use them more in stuff. I could probably dye them decently, too, because I was saying I really like the white ones, which I won't be getting because I'm not going to pull 2 copies. It's going to be good. And we still need 2 more. Only 1 more till we get our super cute top, though. This is number 1. Let's just grab it now. Look at that. It's adorable. So... is it like Wolfroot, and Stitched Wolfroot? I don't actually know. I'll take it, though. Oh yeah, these are also 5 stars, so they're just useful. If I had infinite resources, at least. Adventure Forest. I don't have good forest stuff, but still. So right now I think we're only 5 under where we need to be. Yes. So, my guess was 32, so I have to get 3 early still. This is 1. Well, we're gonna... it can't be higher than 31 now. So we might have a sub 30, or we might have the same as last time. But we have our silly, silly mask. Her punishment carried a poetic cruelty. Her rescue was resolute tenderness. In this lawless land, she was both observer and guardian. She listened to the breath of all things slicing through the wind, never promising hope, but bearing her own silent vow. And our final piece here, what is it that we're missing? We have the gloves. We're missing the there is no leggings, because it's the boots. The hair, no, we got the hair, didn't we? Maybe we're missing hair. This is number 1. Number 2. It was the hair we're missing. I swore we got it already. So was that 26, 27, 28? Was that 28 pulls for everything? It is pretty good. She was the rogue law of the forest, moving silently, guided only by her own will. Lost wanderers in the forest found guidance from her. Reckless poachers met their limits in her presence. Redemption and judgment alike flowed from a single thought of hers. The left side is pretty messy too. It's hard to tell underneath this, but I do like it. I'd like to see how loose the back of it actually is. I had a hiccup there. That's very silly. It's like poking out. 28! Okay, I'll take it. That's a new record, maybe. I haven't been keeping track, but that might be a new record or close to it for our 4-star pools. So, spending 28 to get our new stuff, I'm very happy with. Not happy enough to spend another 40 on this, even though I do like it, and I want some pieces from it. But I'll call this a success. I'll get myself out of this menu before I cause myself and my account more harm. But we already read that earlier. Let me go, please. Thank you. I didn't mean to do that. Let us check the event menu and see what they've done. So, Allison is here. I didn't say it, but I always assume that she'll be here in the second half. Unless we're on a weird island again, like Danxing Island. Although that was very, very special because it was a different world. Allison can travel to islands because she was on... I forget the name every time. Is it Breezy... It's not Breezy Meadow. It is Serenity Island. I don't even have to check. I actually remembered for once. She made it to Serenity Island, so I assume she'll be here every patch unless we go to a new world again. But new time to collect. No new fun to play. This is the same. Only one thing. So we have our Guardian Floof thing here, which is already done, so that's not even a thing to worry about anymore. Is this just glitter stuff, is my guess. Which I need desperately. And I will not turn away the diamonds because I'm hurting. But very nice. So nothing new to do here. And with this, we have just these 2 missions and then these 6, which I haven't done yet. But even though they're permanent, I will be doing them during this patch. And let's check in here. That's just me doing the starlit things, which I never do because I'm lazy. This is the shop stuff, and this is all the same. So let's check my mail and just make sure it's maintenance gems and not something else. Yes. Let me also clear my throat. Okay, I was starting to get choked up there. I haven't done my survey yet. I should highlight that just in case. But that does remind me, as I was getting ready to record this video, which does date it, I'm recording it on the 19th here. Where is it? It's in courses? I was told that you actually can tell what gives you Momo stuff. So I was told that if Momo is in the corner, it gives you an outfit. This right here is probably what gave me the outfit Momo is wearing right now. Are you here, Momo, or did I mess you up? Yeah, that right there. So, right now I'll just quick claim everything, just to make sure I don't accidentally do it off video here. But in between this episode and the next, I want to actually go through and make a list on like a notepad or something. All of the missions that have a picture of Momo somewhere on them that I haven't completed. And I want to see if I can focus on completing them, like this here. Just to see if we can get as many Momo outfits as we can. Now, my assumption is I'm only missing like 1 or 2. Because I've done a lot of missions. I gotta catch 150 more fish. But I'm going to go through, make a big list of all the stuff I need to do, and then I'll come back at some point and tell you, hey, we need 3 Momo outfits, and I'll work on them. But it'll be things, most of them, or be stuff that's done off video, so it's not going to be a big deal. But let us, before we head over to Allison, let's actually design what'll be like our I guess, sneaky time outfit. Now, we have a Phantom Thief outfit already made. It's right here. So, this outfit kind of is what we already have going. It is... This is the best way to look at it. We have our mask, we have, like, we're pretending we're an animal here. This is our thief outfit. So I don't know what exactly we're gonna be setting up here. But let's put it on first. How many do we have now? That's our 6th whimsicality. But listen, I can't pass up the horns I use for literally everything. The sleepy outfit, which I'm going to be wearing around my house when I actually build my house. And I haven't made custom things for any of these, by the way. This will be the first one I make a custom for, probably. Our obviously really useful rain one. We pulled this because it's got so many cute things all over for it. And I love the effect. It is amazing. This, obviously, I love the dress, the dancing. The effect is amazing. So now we also have this. The effect is probably fun in some situations. Useful is a hard thing to say because my archery outfit is very fast. Actually, I will X without saving because I don't know what I did a second ago. So, I haven't been using it much on video, but I have been in my free time when I'm exploring. This is maybe close to, if not faster, than Giant Nikki non-sprinting. And you can use it anywhere in the world, and it lasts so long and comes back so fast. I don't need to sneak by anyone ever, as far as I'm aware. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, that's fine. But I can just run past everything in the game, including behemoths. I can outrun behemoths unless I'm low on stamina. So, it's not exactly a useful skill to have, but I would still like to have it. Because there's going to be, like, RP situations. So, if I'm in a dungeon, and I'm told to sneak by someone, or I'm trying to, like, for roleplay purposes, sneak by someone, it's going to be nice to have this as an option, where I can throw it on real quick and be sneaky. So, let's go through and see what we can customize. I think the idea is, for now, let's actually take off everything and throw on this. And I think we'll work from this out. And I don't know how much of the original set we'll use or how much we won't. The big thing is I do want this front open. And it hurts that I'm not using this on an outfit I'll use more commonly. So even though I'm going to make an ability outfit with this, because it's not an everyday ability outfit like my things such as gigantification and like bug catching, I'm not against using this in a normal outfit for an area or an event or something. So this outfit will probably make a return in multiple different outfits of mine. For now, though, we're just going to make this. I want to start with hair right away. I definitely want something that's not poking out the front. It's going to be interesting finding something that I think we probably do want something that pokes out the back. It's okay if I cover this back, even though it is cute. I want to be a little more, yeah, that's better. I don't know how much hair I want in the front, though. I don't think I want it this short, because this texture in here isn't very interesting. So I want the hair to be a little longer. What's it look like when I have really big hair? Super, super big hair, is if it doesn't have like a ponytail, it's not going to come out the back, and it will cause some like weird clip stuff. So let's find... Okay, yeah, that one's too big. I was clicking that one for fun to see what it would do. That's not bad lengthwise, but I would like it maybe messier. I need hair that actually sticks out the back, I guess, is what I'm finding. That probably does? Oh, it doesn't. I wonder if any of my hair actually will poke out the back, or maybe it is a solid thing, and then I can worry about just the front. Because that's not bad. Let's test and see if I have a low pony somewhere that will stick out. Or maybe it's just nothing will, which is fine. Like I said, I can just make it a, like, design piece, not a practical piece. And do I have anything else that looks like it would stick out before I go through and design just based on the front? Test, like, the base Nikki stuff. Okay, I think we're safe to not worry about the back. That's interesting. I'm going to figure out what I want for the front, and then once I figure out the front, I'll look at the back and see if it looks okay. And if it doesn't, I'll keep looking for new front things. So let's run through. We want no big things hanging down, but we want the hair not to be, like, super shortcut. And I'd prefer it messier, although it's not terrible. Color-wise, I'm willing to dye the hair. I don't like dyeing hair normally. I feel like the base colors just work a little better. But a lot of these are really tight, so we're not gonna see anything that really works here. I do like that. It's just, I don't like the inside of the cape showing as much as it is here. I have to stop scrolling on this menu. You have to click and drag. I was seeing that earlier. It's interesting from the back. I think it's a little fluffy, because with the hairs this bright, it's going to be really noticeable when it clips. So I talked earlier about being okay with clipping. There is clipping that's more problematic than others. The hand thing isn't that big a deal. Very bright hair poking through very dark hoods can become a big problem fast. It's not bad. Pretty messy. Doesn't look like it's causing any big problems in the back. So what are you? You're just like a random 3-star hair. The color's a little off, and I'm not able to dye it, though. I don't know if I'd like orange here. Because, like I mentioned before, a big thing with this top is I'm not going to be able to accessorize pretty much anything here. The only thing I'm going to have to work with is hair color and makeup, and then my legs. So, this has to survive on an island, basically. This is separated from my other point of actual decoration. So I am worried. Wow, this hair is good. I love this hair so much. Everything about this outfit is perfect. It does poke through on this, though. Not really working. No, it's all going to be in the front. Not bad. And the color's not bad either, honestly. How's the back? With movement? Poking a little here, but the color's not as bad as the other because it's closer to the trim here. Still not great that it's poking through on the side here. But this might be our leader right now. Fruity Wish. It's actually... Oh, is this my Apple outfit? Isn't that what the Fruity Wish outfit is? Interesting. We can't look at the upgrade menu or the dye menu in here because we're technically making our ability outfit. So if we do have to dye stuff, we have to leave and come back. But gotta remember, 60%, we have a 3-star that we're looking at here. That's our current leader for hair. None of that's gonna work. You? It's not terrible. Oh, it's from Heart Lake Ripples. I'm in, like, a weird spot. I think some of the more interesting texture of this hair is how it twists at the end, and that does get cut off here. So it ends up looking a lot straighter than it actually should. So I think the other one has it slightly beat with that. And... nah, this is too big of front pieces. What else? That's the same thing, just a different color. You? Not bad. I think that other one is just really good so far. What's our afro look like in this? This hair is actually... I thought when I got this, and I said as much at the time, I said that this was joke hair. I used this a lot. This hair is actually really good if you have hats. That's the thing. I think this hair is very silly on its own, but it's maybe one of the best hairs in the game at fitting headwear. It fits so good. And I assume it's because the hair is so big and so ridiculous, they have to put a lot of thought into letting you wear it with every headpiece that comes out. They're probably hating themselves for giving people this hair, because now they have so much work to do. But I think because of that, it ends up making this a really, really good meld in, like, every set released. I kind of don't want to use it again because I've been using it so much, but it's definitely number 1 or number 2 for me right now. Probably not this color, but I'd just dye it something. So we're going to keep an eye on Scarecrow and the other hair. And we're going to keep looking. That might be one we looked at already, because it pokes a lot out the side. Half of them do, though. I have this dyed for something. Something I was doing. I needed it the tiniest little bit lighter than before. Respect to me from the past, I suppose. I knew what I wanted. That's pretty good. It is pretty good. Rebirth Wish Renewal. Maybe I'll consider Rebirth Wish my third. Anything else here? Not this color, I'd dye it something else. Not bad. I think this is Gigantification, isn't it? Forest Folk, don't remember which one that is. It's one of the new Eastland outfits, obviously. Because I have used this hair for something, I think. It isn't bad. I think the others just speak to me more. That's the same thing. And now we're up to this super cute one. The Guardian Floof hair. I want to use it so bad on other things. So we have to make a decision. Are we doing... It's down to probably the top 2 here. So it's that, or... It was the 3-star that was around here somewhere. This. I feel like I've used this hair a lot, too. It's pretty good. Because the color itself is just so good with this. Let's look at makeup for this hair. I do want to zoom out a little bit because I want to get a little more of the whole picture for this. That's a very, very bright pink gem, too. That's something to keep in mind. What do I want? I don't know if I need super dark makeup for this. I might be able to get away with some pretty light stuff. But light in what way? Because I have a couple different options. What do I want to do here? Let's just click through. I zoomed out a little too much. Save, just in case. I always forget you click that, and then you click this. And then I want like 1 or 2 ticks out. There, that's close enough. Do not scroll on this, me. I'm telling myself. Let's click through all of them and see if any jump out at me. Not bad. I don't think I need rosiness here. I am using the base of this outfit instead of the glow-up, too. Do I want to switch to the glow-up? So, I like the glow-up, but it's not stealthy. Just like the white one. I guess I should compare it, and we'll see. Let me go glow that up real quick. I don't know if I actually want to use that. Yeah, it's fine. I know I'm wasting materials by upgrading the pieces I'll never use, but I like doing whole outfits. And obviously we just looked at all this. I don't know. We're gonna try it here. Yeah, let's just stick with that for simplicity. Obviously, we'll have to change, like, hair color and stuff. Actually, I have to get rid of my makeup. And then this is... Was it below you guys? Where was it? No, it's higher. Little lower than this. Oh, it moved one over to the side. I was looking in the middle row. Because I just got my glow-up hair. I don't know. Like I said, I like it. It's so hard for me to decide. I think what I'll do is this is probably the one I'll use on my, like, next outfit I make that it seems relevant for. Because I do like these pinks a lot. I think the chest is a little worse. I think this area here, maybe if I have dye, I could potentially dye this back to brown. And by have dye, I mean have dye colors that make sense with this shading. But I think I'm going to stick with this for the actual ability itself. And then this will be used later for a separate ability outfit that's for an event. Or for an area we go to where I think this is like the aesthetic. When aesthetics like this are probably not going to be in each land, so it might be an event. If we have like a really punky event, expect this outfit to show up. But I think for the ability, we are going to stick with this. Maybe we'll use some other pieces from this set that are using the current glow-up. But I am glad I did that now, so I don't forget to do it later. So, back to makeup. And to you, and then zoom out a couple things. Okay. Where were we? We were looking at this one. It's not bad. I think that might be a little nicer, though. I don't actually like the blush much on this. For that. We do have the aesthetics for this one. Because of the bird theming. Maybe we could just go full bird theming. I don't know if I'll use the eyes from this set, though, because they're very dark red. But that's probably the base makeup I'll go with here. That's not bad either. Too much blush on there. I do really like that. I need to use that one more. It's so cute. It's hard to see, but it does have detailing all around the face here. It's very full. This, honestly, is not bad. It's very poppy, but I think we've used it on an outfit and made it work. And this I love. I wasn't expecting to love this face paint as much as I do, but it really works. I'm gonna do this. I think it's decently good color for it, and we have the aesthetic excuse. Now, what I'm doing with this, I got no clue. I say it every time. I never use the super light eyebrows. I love darker, thicker eyebrows. So I tend to use the same ones for, like, everything. That's pretty good with the hair. Maybe. I'm liking how that looks with our hairstyle. Same with that. Maybe it's between these two right now. It's not super terrible. I don't have much purple. I think that's more of a pink. It might be purple, though. I think it's... it's... It's so hard. How do I pick? Maybe I do have to zoom out for this one. I'm feeling left here. I think a little more. I like a little bit lower down, little bit more inward. So rather than color, I think this one sold me more in positioning. So, we'll go with that. Eyelashes I want to zoom back in all the way for. So, take me back in here. What do I want? I have got some glitter on my eyes from my base makeup. So, maybe I could use some more fancier eyelashes. I do have some that are kind of glittery. I don't know which ones they are. We'll find them. These. Might be too much. Because we got this shining. And we don't know what our eyes are yet. Maybe the eyes are more important here. Don't hate that. It's not enough purple, but it throws me off. Might be okay. Honestly, that's not terrible either. Those stand out a lot. I think I throw on the, like, light purple here. Now, eyes. So, I was saying these are probably too much. And it seems right. Could I potentially try to get them super pink like that? I don't know. Too light. I would prefer base to that. I don't hate it, but it's just because I'm biased. I love these eyes. Same's gonna happen when I get to my dead eyes here. I'm gonna be like, wow, they're perfect. Even though if they don't fit. Just because I love them. And Sith eyes. Sith eyes and dead eyes are my favorite in the game that I have. I wish I had button eyes. I talked about it the other episode. I regret so much not pulling on the 5-star that had the button eyes. I want it so badly. I need them to rerun it. I'm desperate. That's not bad. That's pretty good. They might be dark enough and not designed enough to cause problems. Like, these are a little over-designed for this outfit. Honestly, oh, I love them so much. How can I not use them on every outfit? They're the perfect eyes. These are so crazy. They even shoot beams of squares out. I need to use them on more stuff because of just how crazy they are. How am I supposed to resist this set of 4 right here? I love the Sith eyes so much. The fire eyes are cool. These are probably my favorite out of all the eyes I have, and I think these work really well for the colors of this outfit. Let's see zoomed out these versus dead eyes. These fit so well with my color scheme. I think I have to go with it. And what about my lipstick? What do I think I need on my face right now? I probably do want darker. Darker in what way? Like more towards brown, more towards red, more towards pink? What's my face missing? Probably more of a brown is what I want to aim for. I don't have very good selections of lipstick, I think. I tend to have a lot of problems. Like, this is what I consider more of a brown, and, this is what I consider more of, like, a red. I know that's ridiculous to say, because I'm pretty sure none of them are brown. But I'm allowed to be, colorblind wrong for my lipstick. It's all just different shades of pink. Obviously, except for my purple and yellows. Might be a little tight. I don't normally use this type, though. Because I prefer bigger mouths to smaller mouths. I think it's too small. I don't like mouths being tucked in too much. So that's why I don't ever use Pink Cloud here. Color-wise, I think it's really good. I just prefer mouths being wider. I could make glossy. I don't normally use glossy. I don't hate it. I just wish it was a tiny bit darker. That might be too dark. This is... I don't know. Maybe I do go with that. It's very dark. That might still be okay. My concern is that my makeup isn't like enough. My eyeshadow isn't dark enough, is what I want to say. So it's kind of making my face bottom heavy, which is hard to fix here, but it might not be a problem. I think something it doesn't help is that I mentioned my face was an island before, and it's kind of drawing the attention to one point. And it's because it's an island, it's making that point stand out even more. So my lips are like the center point of my entire upper body right now. And normally I'd want my eyes or my face as a whole to be the center point. I think I'm gonna go with it because it's a little off from what I normally do, and I think it's a chance for me to do something different. Now, rather than go to legs and hands next, I want to see about doing something for the back. Oh, and we can check while I'm in here. Yeah, I am lightest skin tone. So it's light, pretty darker than me, and then significantly darker than me. Let's go to back accessories. Body paint, arm decoration, which can't really put on. It depends on what I do with my hands. If I want a ring on this, I might. I don't think we need, like, a tail or anything. It's kind of fun, because my other thief outfit has a tail. But I think we're okay without it. These, I don't think, make the full sense. I can also make them bigger. I can make it huge with a button down here. But I was thinking cape, but I don't know. I've used this cape so many times. I love it so much. Colors are pretty good for this, too. I could dye it a little more green, but I don't even know if I need to. You can't just give me a cape that's, like, literally perfect in every way and expect me not to use it on every outfit I make. I might have to use it again. I'm trying to resist. Where's the other back thing I got recently? I swear I got another back piece. Was it not considered a back piece? Let me check my other menus. I don't think we need... I guess it depends what we do with my legs, but probably not anything in there. It's interesting. I don't want to mess up the chest piece, though. If I want to do something like this, Doesn't work with our hair well, so I think no. I need bangs that hang further away from my head to pull off my dragon stuff. Oh, you can mix dragon with this? I probably knew that and forgot it. Because I know you can mix this stuff. We found that out in 2.0, actually, which is embarrassing because it probably was available from earlier on. Does this help with my face or hurt it? I think I'm too eager to use this and this on outfits because I just love them so much. I have this dyed red for something. But it would probably be this one I'd use because it's already close to this, so I don't even need to dye it. It's pretty shiny. So the neck gem is shiny, but it's not sparkly. This is sparkly. I'm gonna keep it in mind. I think I'm just biased towards it, and that's why I want to use it. So I might have to force myself not to, but we'll see. We have our super pink ones. Not going to be used on this outfit. They're for, like, other random things. I guess let's check gloves while we're here. I think I just want black gloves. Not fancy gloves, though. I think I'd want... I do not hate that, because it's got claws on it. Does it cause any problems clipping? Because they're pretty wide at the end here. Looks like no. The dye is just to change the shade of red, right? It makes it like a pinker red. I don't hate that. Do I have anything else I'd put there? Probably not. I'm kind of liking that, actually. No chokers. No bracelets. No neckwear. No earrings. Yeah. That's funny, but it doesn't actually work, obviously. Not really working. No. No. Okay, I don't think that's going to be an option. Was it an overcoat, the back piece I'm thinking of right now? It is. It's this. This is what I was thinking of a minute ago. The sleeves are too big. They're cutting it all up here. So this is something that I personally feel, at least, is very similar to my other cape. But it's more, like, hung down. So it is a piece I like. I do like this piece. Eventually I'll get a bunch of colors of it when I finish the Providence and Memorial in 1,000 years. I have to remember to do my weeklies. I missed a week of my weeklies, which is very funny. This piece too, honestly. This is the 5-star we got for free in the event page. It's just full open back, but it is interesting. Where I can put this one. Oh! You can cut the arms off, but this is a very straight cut here, so I don't think it would be very worthwhile to mess with. Something that we found out in my event outfit for this update is about cutting pieces off of outfits by outerwear and other accessories. So it's something I do have to keep in mind and try to test. If there's a piece of an outfit like this hood, maybe there's a way to actually cut it off by putting something on that would override it. Because you have to figure out basically what pieces the devs let you cut off. And for this outfit, they let you cut the gloves off. I don't think I want to, though. With any of the stuff here, at least. And I don't think these work well. I'm still thinking of the cape in my mind, and I'm like, I kind of love it. I kind of do. I use it for everything. This is the dye I have for my battle outfit. I don't think I'm going to be able to dye it this color. Let's try. We have to save, and then we go here. And we put on you. And I have to put on the cape. Where are you, cape? Right there. And don't mess up my other dye. I will cry. Because it's going to be super annoying to redo that. Do I have something that's like this type of... I almost said seafoam. Everything in the world is seafoam. That's the only color that exists in my mind. Let me look at the part 2. I don't have anything that's even remotely similar to this as far as I can tell. None of these are even going to be close. Yeah. Do not save. And now we go back in. Do this, this. I think we might try to keep it. Could I put a hair accessory right there? I probably can. Do I have, like, back-only headwear? This would float. And this has another setting, right? Oh, that also, does the side thing. It's an interesting idea. I don't think it quite works. But it's, like, almost there. I could probably make it work if I tried a lot. Something like that. I could make it closer to, like, the Born Flawless aesthetic, where I have more movement in the outfit. I don't think that's exactly what I want to go for. I saved something. I don't know what just saved. I don't think I need any of that. That's funny. I keep saying saved. It's weird. Let's just go to the hair accessories. We're going to look for things that only appear in the back. What in the world is that going to be? It's on the side. Saved, by the way. Just in case you didn't know, we're saving. Never made a Christmas outfit, so I couldn't use my Christmas ribbon, which is sad. Too high. Ooh, they might all be too high. It is dyeable. What color would I want to dye it? I can probably skip it. Could put my Halo on. I think that's a little tidier. Could put my horns on. Why are my horns that far back? I guess I'm not used to seeing my head from that angle. Because it looks like I can't see my face, so I'm not used to seeing my horns that far back. That's fine. It looks like... Nah, the stuff's all too high on the back of my head. So we'll just have to leave it. So it looks like we're, like, facing backwards. Maybe I do want the ribbon to prevent that. Let me put on the one that was real big. This. And I would dye this, obviously. Just make this black? Is that the idea I want to go with? Let's try. Let's put... Not earrings, hair accessories. I had a couple of them, but we'll just scroll to the one that's at the bottom because it's maybe easier to find. Where are you? There. And then also the cape. I know I can just overwrite this outfit because it's literally just like the base outfit, but it makes me sad to do so because I like it so much. If I have to switch back and forth too many times, I will just because I'm going to be lazy about it. Ooh, I actually do want my hair on as well. Where are you, hair? Oh yeah, you're in this slot now. Nope, I went too far. There. Okay. Yeah, I should stop being lazy and just hit save here. Override it. Let us do this. Ooh, I already have one dyed. It's very thin. Honestly? That might just kind of work. Sure, save. Where was it? I don't know how to get to similar things in this menu. Because they put it next to similar things when you're in the dye menu, but not when you're in here. So, the way I'm going to do it actually is... I need to find it. It is romance, fantasy, sexy. Sexy, romance. Right there. And then put the dye on. The side profile, I think, isn't as good because it pokes out, but I think that actually helps the back. I think it cuts up the, like, teardrop pair of my hair. Because my hair doesn't have any accessory to it. Now, I need to make my decision before we move down to the bottom, because I think everything else here is done. I don't think I need to dye the red in here. I thought about it, and... maybe I could, but what color would I make it? Because I'm not going to have black or anything. So, it's going to just be a weird color. So maybe it's better to have the red to be, like, more threatening. I could try, like, a purple like this, I guess. We'll look at it. But before that, I need to make my decision about my face. Hold on, save. I'm in, like, weird menus. I can't figure out where I'm going because things are locked. It's not the things are locked, it's my filter, that's what it is. Okay. Where is my face thing at? In here. It would be this one, I think, if we did it. What color is this? Oh, it's the green one that I've dyed red. It is very shiny. I guess there is shiny stuff on my arms here. Which is from the cape, right? Or was that always there? Oh no, that's always there, okay. We have some shiny up here. We've got shiny there, shiny there. I think it's okay if my face is shiny too. I've got some twinkle. And it does help a little bit to draw away from my mouth, which I was worried about. Now, I know I said I would try to do the mouth thing because I was worried I was overusing the kind of lipstick I've been putting on, but I think this is fine. Let's save that. So I think... let's just check the arms. And I guess I am going to fully make the outfit on here. That way we can also take pictures with it. So, and I can do my dyeing without flipping back and forth as much. I always try not to use this because we can look at our cute top. Look at that. It's adorable. But I try not to use this menu because of laziness, but I should just accept that I kind of have to every time. It's just too important. Oh no, I have to find it again. Where are you? It is This is the base. I'm looking for the purple one. You died. And then no earring, no hat, no necklace, no arms, no chokers. Gloves are our long black ones here that we are going to look into dyeing specifically just the lace. And we're going to look if we can get like that type of purple. Where it's not as aggressive as this is. So I think that maybe is what we go with. And that's probably fine. I do have it fully unlocked, so I could maybe do like this. Maybe that's not bad. Because it's not intended to stand out. But it could just create some intrigue if I see it. It's too bright. Accidentally. I think that's too much intrigue. I think we do this. Cancel. Can I not unlock this? No, I don't have this unlocked. Never mind. This is the one we have out. No, it's not. Okay. One day I'll learn to read this menu. This is the stuff we have. Ooh. That might be a little nicer than the red I had, actually. And I like it more than this, I think. Trying to match that. It's just like a darker red. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's not bad. So I have two different dyes for this piece. One of them makes the red lighter, one makes it darker. I am truly inspired. Now, what else am I missing here? I gotta actually put my cape on. And my mask thing. You? No dyeing for any of that. I need to copy my makeup. Whole big process. I did get my net and bow, by the way. Back when we first unlocked these two bows, I couldn't figure out how to get these. I realized it was in the compendium or something. The others, I think I got from courses. And then these I got from compendium. It was something like that. But I have them now. In case I want to take pictures with them, I can pull them out. I don't think I want to hold anything. I always say that I don't like holding things just because they cause problems. They make it to where you can't take photos with a lot of different things. And they're just gonna, like, mess up my hand, and my hand's gonna be stuck like this forever. Which is another problem with them. Last time I had to log out to fix it, so hopefully that didn't happen just now. What was all the makeups I used? It was bird makeup, which is a little blocked with this. It was this. It was this. It was this. And it was... Don't think it was you. Maybe it was, actually. We'll check that. Custom look. Go in here. Every day I get slower and slower at this. That was the one. So is everything matching now? I think so. As long as I did make sure the makeup's on right, yeah. So what is my next thing? It's gotta be just... The only thing left is our socks and shoes. Let's do shoes first. I think I don't want to use the ones from the set. Because it would just be the normal... I'd basically just be using the whole set over again. Even though, obviously, it matches insanely well. I think the idea is I'm just going to look for something I have that looks similar, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get some high leather shoes And if I can't find it, then we'll look for other options. Too fuzzy and wide at the top. It's close to what I'd want. Something like that's not really gonna work. Yeah, it looks like it's not gonna work. So what would I want as my secondary? Heels might be okay in this outfit. It's pretty fancy. Those are some crazy heels. I don't normally look at those. I think I want the shoes a little bit more designed than the ones I have on right now. Maybe this died? I don't know. I'm not really feeling any of these. Too heavy duty, I think. Do I need to go fancier? I don't think so. But that's kind of the only option I have at this point. Because I don't have really any that are speaking to me right now. Those aren't super duper terrible, but... Wow, that's a huge dye I did on those. Do I go with, like, a really fancy one? Like one of my 5-star limited shoes. Which all look ridiculous in most outfits. I could put, like, the Born Flawless shoes on this, which is just craziness. Maybe it reaches a point where the craziness is enough that it, like, goes over the edge and loops back around to making some sort of sense. Is that what my idea is going to be? No, I'm just not feeling those. I don't really have any ribbony designs other than the thing I put on the back of my head. And I feel like this is just, like, it's almost correct. Maybe that is the best I could do. If I like slightly dyed the color differently. What is this? Oh, this is Wistful Rosa here. Honestly, also crazy. I don't need barefoot. Yeah, this is the Born Flawless one. It's like stilts. If I had... Because I have 3 Born Flawless. If I, like, dye these black, I'm pretty sure I don't even have that type of dye. That's actually, like, just a nice combo in general. Having the super dark interior with the white exterior, I just don't think it works with this particular outfit much. Unless, like I said, I can do the thing where I go so crazy that it makes sense again, and I loop back. Actually, a lot of decent colors, it seems like, for this. There's a special effect. Oh, it's the stage 3 shoes. I forget what it is. We obviously looked at it before. It's probably like this stuff just flies more out the back. Because I have the Born Flawless face on right now, so it's kind of funny if I do the shoes and the face. I don't think I have a green that really matches this stuff. Maybe something like this? That's closer to, like, the gemstone I carry. I would need some really fancy leggings to go with this. Like I said, right now I'm in experimental crazy town. So I'm not super invested in what I'm doing here. Too tiny. I need crazy if I'm gonna do this. This is Born Flawless too, isn't it? Yeah. Blossoming Stars is pretty much the same as Born Flawless. Maybe the level of crazy I'm looking for? Oh, that's cute. It actually ends, like, right as my skirt ends. Because it comes down a little. Obviously the color I want different. Like that. It's probably too shiny is the problem. This is the wings, right? No, this is Tide of Tears, not the wings. I don't remember what the wings look like, but... I think they're burnt or something. Are you the wings? No, that's Timeless Melody. Where are you, wings? Timeless Melody... You? Crimson Feather. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, because they're similar to Timeless Melody with their, like, cross stitch. Kinda liking this, though. As silly as it is. Oh, look at how light my toes are. I guess I never wear shoes that show it. But you can actually make out the toes through the sock here, which is interesting. I don't think it matters. Like, I'd prefer if it was this dark the whole way down, but it's a small enough detail that I don't think it's a problem. And obviously I'm picking green because this outfit's, like, kind of green. It's so ridiculous. Like I said, is it ridiculous enough that I've, like, crossed the other way? I want to see this part here. You. No, not that type of purple. I don't maybe have the one I want. Too bright. Too bright and not pink enough is my problem. Oh, you can actually see it through here. This is see-through. Is there a cut there? No, it's just that this is in enough that it's poking through. Okay, I see. I'm not against the idea of the accessories being like a purple pink. I just need to figure out what shade I'm going with here. Maybe something like that. Is that this interior? Maybe like a very lighter green. This is going to be really dark. And, I mean, really light. Probably something like that. What are you? Is it like that? Something's changing up here. The outer rim of that stuff? I don't know. It's something. I'll tell you that. It is most definitely something. Here, enjoy that color. Those. I prefer if they were like this type of green. I just don't have access to it. I guess they can kind of be similar to this and this. That's the whole bottom there. I don't hate it being dyed a little, but I think that's a little too much. I think the green is actually okay. Am I okay with this, like, weird pink I've selected? Which is different than the purple down there, which is different than this. Every shade is different. And then we have a red just randomly at my armpit here. I guess this is red up here, too. Now my face is, like, so plain compared to the bottom half of my outfit. This outfit makes no sense, by the way. And there's nothing really I can do to my bottom half that would make it make sense. Cape's obviously ridiculous, but... And we have to remember, we'll be like a phantom, so our colors are going to be different, so we will have to test it. It is pretty crazy. I think the legs are just too shiny. I think super fancy legs might work. Let's try just a little less shiny legs. Do I hate ripped? Not exactly, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for either. Might still be the ones we had might be our best. Do I have a green timeless melody? I don't remember what colors they actually were. Where are you? Sort by 5-star. That's Crimson Feather is not any greens. Timeless Melody, we do have... This is like our green, but it's not exactly what I'm wanting here. That's too red. If I just dyed this to be green, would that be closer to what I want? The sound of these shoes is crazy, by the way. I guess let's try to dye this. We're dyeing everything and then not using it. That should stay dark. This needs to be more green, though. Problem is that I don't have greens that are correct. Try that. You're fine. Well, are you fine? Do I want to purplify you? Maybe. The ribbon, I also want green. Not exactly what I'm wanting here. I'm in the wrong section, too. Get me out of here. Oh, no, wait. I do have that section. Oh, yeah, because I have everything for this. I can click every section. I'm being silly. Custom colors. That is expensive. I don't think I'm good enough to use custom colors is the problem. We unlocked it for something the other day, I think. There was some piece where we unlocked it. Maybe something like that? That also does the top up there, so I have to be careful. It's doing that. No, that's too light. Maybe like that. So it's a lot of purple at the bottom that isn't in other places. So that's the problem I'm having with this. Maybe we can throw a purple necklace on to alleviate that. Let's try it. Back to the drawing board again. We need a purple necklace. Something that is pretty thick that hangs down a little bit to go under this here. But not to interfere with the cute top. It's like almost. almost what I want. Honestly, I think it's just like very slightly too low. That purple thing might actually just work. I don't even know what it is. What are you? You're the Sea of Stars thing. I don't know. If you were like an inch lower, you'd be so good. Does that show in the back? It doesn't. What if I dye you purple? Enjoy being purple. I don't hate that, actually. It's not even what I was using this for. I just don't hate it as a design for this. I think it fits the aesthetic pretty well. And I think making it bright purple is going to not make it work for the aesthetic. Now it's like a pink. That's more like red. That's more pink. Does that make it a little more purple? I don't know. I think I just accidentally found an accessory I want to add. It doesn't help me with the bottom of the dress at all. So maybe I just get rid of the purple, and I just make them red. Maybe that's the new idea. So we go back in here. We make this. I need to see this one up here. In that shade. Not really. I try to just go with more green. Like that. Maybe. I don't think there's anything I want to do to the base color here. Maybe lighten it a little. Is there a specific way I want to lighten it, though? I think the little bit darker works better than what I was looking at there. It's too light. Maybe? Maybe. Let's look at my shoes. What if instead of purple, I do... That is very purple still. Getting it off purple might be nigh impossible. That's what I'm discovering here. It's probably why I did it the way I did in the first place. I think it not being as shiny is helping. Color-wise might be a little closer to what I want. Am I good with this? We're gonna go in here. Good luck me finding this. It's one of the timeless melodies, wherever they are. It should be even earlier. Nope. Sort by 5-star, please. My brain is tiny. Do that. And then for shoes, it is... they should be at the top. Born Flawless. Dyed this color. Hmm. No arm stuff or anything. I need my necklace. I almost forgot my necklace. Which is... not on the list. Weird. It interferes with something to do with the outfit? I wonder why. I can't put that on, but I don't really want to. It wasn't a choker, right? I'm pretty sure it was a normal necklace. I think, yeah. There's a very big neck limiter on this for some reason. Something about the animation must touch her neck. That's very strange. Hang on, I have to take it off on this outfit. Because we want them to match. Yeah, look at the amount of things it's not available. Unless I was filtering. Let me make sure I wasn't filtering. Because I just literally did that earlier. So I might have done it again. No, not filtering. There it is. I am so silly filtering all the time. So that's all there. That's there. That. My silly, silly leggings and shoes that do not fit the outfit at all. I think it's time to click the button and see what happens here. Let me get rid of my thing in the background. Pure reverie. Okay. Oh, Momo's invisible too! Look at Momo! Okay, so you can see the counter down there in the corner. Can I sprint in this? I can, it doesn't break stealth. And this guy loves me, so he's not going to fight me. But these guys don't love me. Moment of truth. Do you guys hate me? You don't hate me? Thank you so much. I don't have bow energy to cast this right now, you're so lucky. But I will in a second, and you're all getting blown up. That's very silly. There's a Whimstar right there. Let me just pop that back on. I assume just right-clicking has an animation to end, and attacking is no animation, it just ends it. But we will go check. And even when I leave this, I should be in my outfit, yes. So, let's attack. Yes, that instantly leaves it. And we have to try right-clicking to leave it. So is there a special end invisibility animation for doing this? It is. It's like a little dispel. Now there is... I should have checked it just now when I turned it off. I'm holding D non-stop here. I'm not letting go of it. Now I'm moving forward. That's a really, really long animation. And then with the end, I'm still holding D. It's not... It feels not as long. I'm going to do the same thing going the other way. So, animation... It starts up, and then it's maybe like a second and a half after this thing in the bottom starts that you actually are free. And you can leave as soon as it exits on this. Overall, very happy with the ability just to have for fun. And like I said, it's an RP ability. I'm not going to be using it meaningfully. It's just going to be when I'm in a situation that I think it's fun to RP being stealthed. The outfit itself is interesting. It's not my favorite, not my least favorite. There's stuff going on I like about it and stuff I don't like about it. Where's my necklace? Oh, I took it off of this. I forgot. I'm big silly. There we go. Good thing I noticed that, because I'm going to take a picture in this. Yeah, so I'll have it on this outfit. Yeah, the stuff I like, stuff I don't like. I like how bright the white is on the chest here. It really, really stands out. I was thinking about potentially dyeing pieces of the top, and I'm glad I didn't. I think the top's colors basing the whole design on that works well. But the plan is... Oh, I got something here. Amazing. Because there's no new event stuff added, and we've already done everything else other than this, obviously, in a second, we're just going to, next episode, continue doing all this. I haven't finished my Rosette's career yet, my newest behemoth. But like I said, the final episode of the update, I'll have me getting the other 3 endings, assuming there's only 4 total. I'll just, like, stitch that into the final episode of the update. But, yeah, it's going to be these 2 missions, these 6, and then if I have time, because hopefully the next couple episodes will only be 1 hour instead of 2 hours, this might be the rest of the update. If not, I might have, like, 1 episode of side questing again. But these missions were really long when we did them last time, so probably these 2 might take the rest of, like, next episode. Maybe I could throw 1 of these in, but we'll see. The Woodland Chime, whatever that is, we'll find out. For now, we have to go see Allison. Oh, you're over by my, No, you're in... What is this place called? I already forgot what Melody called it. It's the little cabin Melody writes her stories in. And... I'm gonna sneak up on her. This is a mean thing to do, but we're gonna do it. Boo. Did I scare you, Allison? The forest of slumber is so quiet, but sometimes it feels like the behemoth's breath is still stirring the leaves. I've collected the forest memories and turned them all into the newest items. Carry trade. New record shop? Yes, new record shop. Don't look at my money. Oh, wait, there's add to cart. I forgot. I wish there was an icon on here to know that was already in the cart. Can I add it multiple times? I can't. Okay. That's fine, then. As long as it doesn't let you buy extra, it doesn't have to have an icon. Never mind, it's right there. Okay, good. There is an icon. It's just extremely hard to see with this particular shade. So it's just an... Not what I meant to click. It's just unlucky with this particular music set. Every other music set is probably fine. The Companion's Day music. Interesting. I guess there is no way for us to get it because it's so old. So it has to be an Allison thing. Life as a Poem. Our current event. I guess all of them have this background. It's just like an unlucky thing, because I assume this is the same icon when you're in boutiques and stuff. So it's just unlucky that Allison's shop is a bad color for that icon. But again, it doesn't matter, because I do this once a month. So the icon being a little weird is perfectly fine. It's not a problem at all that needs fixing. Thank you for all the records, Allison. And we still have to do our trading for today. And I assume this is the same as always. Yes. I went to exchange. Thank you. We'll see if I actually have all the materials this time. It's been a while since I didn't have a material Allison wanted. It has happened before. Allison, I would like to sit with you. Oh, I forced her to move. Hang on. I don't know if that was me or Momo. So she will move back eventually if you push her. So I'm gonna try to let her walk back. Maybe her being a little forward will actually make things okay for this picture. I wish I could force her to look at the camera so I could do like a downward angle shot with her here. Because I think it'd be really cute to have her looking up. But Allison is camera shy. Downward angle is not as cute. Upward is very cute. Like, this is an adorable angle for photos if she was looking up to match. But I think I can still pull it off with just me looking up if I have a good pose for it. What am I thinking for my pose? I need something that's, like, pretty tight to the body like that. Hang on. I can't face the camera with that one, but like that right there, if I could look up, would be literally perfect. Is there a symbol for looking up? It's that, right? Yeah, it is. So I have to... Wait, how far up can Nikki look? Pretty far. So I have to pick one that is pretty close to the body. Honestly, clapping might be it. And has the eye symbol. Tomorrow's Departure. I don't remember what this one looks like. Oh, it's just the full dance. Hold on, that's a silly. I can hug something that's slightly taller than me. Dreamy Spin, does that have anything interesting here? Ooh, hang on. I can almost, like, pet Allison if I stand a little to the side. Hang on. I don't think it's going to be quite possible, is the problem. Yeah, I'm going to be a little too far from her. Okay. Let me do this again. She hasn't moved back into the position, which is very funny. Face the camera, please. I'll have to change, like, my zooms and everything after I find a pose I like. Kinda silly. I think in a good way. Momo hates, this angle. He doesn't want to actually get closer. He's, like, stuck. I don't think he's stuck on that. He might be, I guess. Oh, now I'm, like, so far away I can't zoom in at all. Why can I not zoom to 4.0? I think I'm having weird issues with the umbrella, I guess? I don't know. It's really weird. It is a good pose. Hold on, let me exit out and try again. No, I just can't zoom. Momo, why do you hate this particular area? I don't want to have my focal length at like 1,000,000. Anything in here else we want to do? Other than what we had. Probably not any of that. Grace. The one that takes forever to load. I don't really want to yawn. Face camera, please. You're not happy enough for this one. I want a happier pose. That is pretty happy. No, that's not the emotion I feel when Allison's here. What does sitting look like here? It doesn't really work. I will make this work. Maybe? My sleeve's a little big with this angle. That's a problem. I don't want that arm up in that way, I think. Not bad, actually. I don't know. That's a very cute pose. It does, get my chest in there a little more than I would like if I'm leaning down that much. But I do have, like, a protector, kind of, you could see there. It's more of, like, a texture thing than an outfit thing, though. So I don't want to show it too much. Maybe? Hang on. Something like this? And maybe I can... I still can't zoom in. I don't know why it's so stuck like this. I want a happier face, I think. No, happier, happier. I'm gonna spend 30 minutes on this. Oh, maybe the start of that, actually. Oh, that's pretty good. Because that's a very good smile. Now. I don't hate what's that's doing, but... Sunny Day isn't bad. Might white out a little more than I'm comfortable with. Tranquil Coastline... Very, very mild Tranquil Coastline. With no lighting. Larger vignette. You guessed it. More shadow. I love shadows. You can't stop me. Contrast. Tiny bit more contrast. Actually, maybe it's too much. Let's lower that, actually. I want the brightness down a little. And... I don't know exactly where the cutoff is going to be for Allison to be fully shown. I think we don't need it. I think having detailing in the grass works in this shot. So here is the hard part, actually figuring out how I want to line this up. I think it's okay to be off-centered here because Allison's looking out. But how off-centered do I want it? Because it's not much visual interest to that side, but I want Nikki's head to be a little more naturally forward. I don't hate this. I just wish this area here was a little nicer. Maybe like that, so there's a little more stuff going on there. No, I think I like Nikki a tiny bit more to the left. It's creating a lot of dead space over here, but I think it's worth it. Something like that. No, down more. Like that. I could get a little more over if I'm doing it like this. How do I want Allison looking a little straighter this way. Like there. That, idle. Okay, I got it pretty much exactly how I wanted it. I do have 2 snapshots remaining. What do I want to say? I was thinking maybe about saying something about Allison getting a new outfit. It is possible she'll get one eventually. Allison came to visit my little behemoths. Allison came to visit my little behemoths. I always forget. Your name is Alison, right? I know I say it all the time, but whenever I write Allison's name, I always feel like I'm spelling it wrong, and then I check and I'm spelling it right. So I'm always self-conscious about it. I'll have to delete my snapshot if I spelled it wrong. Allison came to visit my little behemoths. Sure. Let me check your name, Allison. Allison. I swear, every time. I've never spelled your name wrong, I think. I just feel like I've spelled it wrong. But anyway. Time for me to warp out of existence. That was the trick to get her to walk back. The shot probably would have been interesting if I had that in the background, because I would have been shooting it from this angle. But I think maybe it's more interesting that my picture with Allison ended up having her stand in a different place. Also, I don't have a timer on my thing down there. Why is that? Is it permanent right now because I'm not in the vicinity of a hostile entity? Okay, no, it just didn't have the icon because I probably glitched it because I was casting it while I was stuck on the table with Allison. But I'm pretty happy with how this episode went. My pulls obviously went amazing. 28 to get my stuff is great. We'll go see Rosette while I'm here. Rosette's still a little baby. Where are you, sweetie? There you are. I can't even pet you. I am so sad. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and go. And like I said, it'll be the missions again next episode. So, bye.